Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Fearless Thinking, a podcast designed to help you navigate authentic leadership and the entrepreneurial journey. I'm your host, Michael Devous, and these are my thoughts, lessons, and insights from my entrepreneurial journey into coaching, workshops, motivational speaking, and of course, what I picked up from interviews with inspiring leaders and entrepreneurs along the way. My mission is to help people unlock their untapped potential by using fear as a catalyst for powerful change and growth, so they can step into the greatest version of their most authentic selves. All right, let's get into some fearless thinking. Okay, welcome back, fearless thinkers. Episode, I don't even know what episode this is. 20, what, 25, 26, 27, 28, 27, 28. This week, I'm introducing the new concept of the Ascend Hub, which I'm very excited and very proud of, to be bringing, to you, to the world. Another thing I'm trying to do, as an entrepreneur, which is taking everything that I understand about my journey and everything that I'm trying to do with regards to helping other entrepreneurs and putting it in a place and a space where we can really have exponential impact. And the idea for this came about because I was reading Gina Bianchini's book, Purpose, Create a Community and Change Your Life. It happened at the same time, around the same time that I was doing a lot of journaling and expressing some of my frustrations and challenges with what it's like when you step out onto the road of the entrepreneurial road, and you're new at these things, and you're trying to gather the resources and the tech and the coaching and mentoring and the software and the community. It's all over the place and separate, and it was never together. And it wasn't easy to access, and you spend thousands of hours and thousands of dollars wearing many different hats trying to get to launch and then trying to launch your idea. And I wanted to create a space and a place where, we could bring everybody together, where we could bring like-minded and like-valued individuals together to help each other on our journey. And so this week, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sharing with Fearless Thinking, the podcast is, I'm talking about where this idea came from, how I think it can impact others, and hopefully will generate some interest, from you guys, So yeah, today we're tackling another common launch hurdle, which is information overload. And let me tell you, as a squirrel who loves shiny things, I love tech. I love chasing down new tech, but I get excited and thrilled by something new every single week, and I can get distracted down a proverbial technical rabbit hole trying to gather the information, get the tech, learn a new thing, whatever it is, because in my head, something tells me, ooh, if you had this and you were able to master this, you could be so much better. You could be so much more productive, right? What are you telling yourself today? Excuse me. What are you telling yourself that gets you off track, right? There are a million things that we have to do, and a constant barrage of advice and information and content, and this feeling that, you're suddenly spread too thin. But what if we could achieve these things better, faster, with laser focus, and launch with clarity? And that's what we're talking about today. The launch phase can feel like an avalanche of information, marketing strategies, legal requirements, funding options. I mean, you name it. It's enough just to make our heads spin, all of our heads. If you're like me, you have like 23 of them. It's like the spinning plates. You know what I mean? You have so many spinning plates, and each of my plates has a head and a personality and a hat that I have to wear to manage it. But here's a tip or trick or secret. True success for us, it really lies in being able to focus. right? Having that laser focus and clarity on accomplishing and achieving a specific task by prioritizing ruthlessly and concentrating on what truly matters, prioritizing what truly matters, you can achieve a better and clearer path to a successful launch. And this is where I think the Ascend Hub can be and will be very helpful. The Ascend Hub will empower you as aspiring entrepreneurs, leaders, and mentors to achieve your launch with clarity in several ways. One is curated resources. Now, what I was talking about earlier about information overload, there's so much resource. There are so many resources. There's so, I'm going to say this wrong. There's so much resources out there, so many places to get resources. I was trying to figure out, how do I get those things in one place? How do I best serve aspiring entrepreneurs, leaders, and mentors on their journey when they're seeking information? How do I not become just another source of overwhelm? And that's one of the reasons why I created not only the Ascend Hub, but the Founding Leaders program for the Ascend Hub, which is to bring in those experts in every one of those fields to help curate our resources so that you're getting relevant content that meets you where you're at, what you need. We're not going to have everything. We're not going to have all of it. We don't need all of it. We need a place to start. We need your feedback as a member. But we need a place to start, and we need to be able to start on that journey with a certain set of information, criteria, workshops, courses, and things like that to help us get to down the road. The leaders and the ambassadors in these areas of expertise will begin doing the research and finding the relevant content to help us as we continue to move forward on the journey. So ditch the information overload. The Ascend Hub will provide a library of expert vetted content specifically tailored to the launch phase, tailored to your needs where you're at as an aspiring entrepreneur. And we'll focus on high quality resources that actually directly address your goals. Secondarily, actionable launch plans. We'll help you develop customized launch plans with the help of our Ascend Hub templates and our guidance, prioritizing tasks, setting deadlines, and staying on track for a smooth launch. One of the things that I'm doing with the launch for the Ascend Hub, I'm tracking everything. I'm writing it down. All the resources, the ways that we're doing it, the way how it's working, whether it's not working, things like that, as well as all the other leaders that are coming on board who've already launched their businesses are providing us with their tips and their tricks and their launch phase ideas and frameworks that we can now use to help you create your launch phase templates and be better prepared, right? And then third, it's focused coaching and workshops. This is the part that I think is a game changer for a lot of us is, when you're out there trying to get help and you're paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to people, coaches, attending workshops, attending things, if you're like me, you're $10,000 in before you know it. And you're trying to learn everything that you can. And I think part of that is to sort of distill it down to the things that really matter for you where you're at, as well as trying to get some of the support that you need. And these classes and coaching workshops that we will have in the Ascend Hub will help you do that. And be way, way more affordable, by the way, than doing it piecemeal. You're going to learn effective focus techniques through strategies in our workshops and coaching sessions, which we offer to help eliminate distractions and achieve laser focus during the launch phase, as well as throughout your entire entrepreneur journey. And we'll tailor these workshops based on your needs. So when you're giving us feedback inside the Ascend Hub and the exchange threads, and you're talking about what your needs are, we will take that into consideration and listen to what everyone is asking for, talking about, or screaming about. And if they need something specifically this month, because they're like, God, 90% of us are all frustrated with X. Well, guess what? We're going to have a hot seat workshop on X next week. We're going to do it live. We'll get the coaches and the leaders in. We'll get you guys in. We'll talk about that thing and see if we can't problem solve it together and get that situation resolved quickly so that you can move forward towards being more comfortable with your launch as well as your all your other spinning heads and plates, right? Um, Confucius said real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. I've said this before in other episodes where you really should know your weaknesses and your strengths. You can't really grow well if you're not aware. I mean, it's one thing to be aware of your weaknesses. It's another to address them. It's another to really tackle them in a way that is productive. And that's not to say that you have to learn if I'm weak in finance, suddenly I got to be good at finance and I'm gonna go study finance. No, it is to find the resource, the person, the help that you need to lift that part of you up, to fill in that skill gap for you so that you can focus on the things you're really, really good at, right? To free you up so that you can do that. And I think one of the things that we'll have inside the Ascend Hub is access to some of those things to sort of take that extra weight on for you, to alleviate some of those things for you, to support one another in our weak areas. That occurs to me. I think I'll come up with an idea for a weakness workshop where, you just raise your hand and you go, hey, I am weak here. I need help here. Because there's a strength in being able to admit that and be vulnerable and say, this is not one of my strengths and I need support. And if you put it out there, there will be others in the Ascend Hub who can fill that skill gap for you. And together you will rise, all of you. It'll be amazing, So by acknowledging, information overload and leveraging the Ascend Hub's focused tools, workshops, coaching, and curated content, I believe members will be able to achieve a sense of clarity and focus that they need for a successful launch. I'm excited to be bringing this thing to the world. I'm excited to be bringing it to you. I hope you'll come join me at the Ascend Hub. Share your thoughts about how you feel, how you deal with information overload, during your launch, regular, before your launch, after, whatever. If you're dealing with that today, put it in the DMs, put it in the messaging, tag me or whatever. And let us know what you feel about information overload. Does it affect you the same way that it affects me? Are you like a squirrel trying to get another shiny nut? Getting lost down the proverbial tech rabbit hole? I mean, if it's another AI thing, I'm all over it. That's just one of those things. I just want to try everything, and it can lead me to feel overwhelmed. And I'm sure that may be what you're going through as well. And I want you to know you're not alone, but please share with me your thoughts on that. Share with me your fearless thinking on that. I think the Ascend Hub will help all of us achieve some laser focus and more productivity. So, look for the early bird signups. Round 1 is coming out very soon. I think within 10 days. Round 1's coming out, and it's going to be powerfully affordable. It's going to be more affordable than you'll ever get for the subscription. So you might as well jump on board now. Might as well get it at the biggest, deepest discount you can, and join us. Get on board early. We'll have a wait list, launch pad, framework with a countdown clock, and I'll be posting regular things on the landing page. Just let people know what's going on, what's building, and giving you sneak peeks inside the framework of the Ascend Hub, as well as our leaders. As more of them come on board, we'll make little clips with them too. So check it out. Message me, do the likes and subscribes, all those things that we love to have that help us, give us a little bit of that love back. And then while you're at it, conquer information overload by understanding and realizing and recognizing that while there's a lot of information out there, the Ascend Hub is coming, and we will be your resource guide to focused and prioritized curated content to help you during your journey. Between now and then, if you need any help or assistance or whatever, reach out to me, let me know. And by the way, do some fearless thinking. Okay, have a great one, guys. Bye.